Morning walk out here with these ducks. These ducks don't give up. You hear them? Are they some geese? These geese give the least. Shout out to the wild ass animals. I grew up with a whole bunch of these effers in Compton. Like, I'm not playing. I grew up with a gang of these. Hold on. These fools. And they will attack you. They will attack you, and you got to be careful where you step because they like to poop everywhere. For real. What's up, y'all? I'm morning walk. That's it. Get started. I feel. Let me get going. What's up, baby girl Tay? Yeah. First off, shit. Shout out to everybody doing the right thing. I think my mechanic, I gotta give him a shout out. He put some game in my ear, and I was just like, yeah, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to La Russell. If y'all don't know who La Russell is, go check him out. He's a dope independent artist from the Bay Area. He got a nice album out, and he got a nice song out right now called Wiggling. I was like, ooh. I'm always about that. Like, we need more positive songs talking about the hustle. You know what I'm saying? Talking about like the impact of what you do, and when you do things righteously, how good things come to you. I'm out here at Echo Park. If y'all don't know, this is LA, Echo Park. It used to be a gang around here called Echo Parque, and they would turn up, and it would be unalive bodies in here, like, for real. That's just what it is. What up, Juju? What's up, Leonie Arrington and Makia Sanders? Look. I was just giving a shout out though to La Russell, because I said, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get that album. It's nice. Just if y'all would just listen to Wiggling, I love it. It's like that's a dope motivation song, you know. And hey, y'all gotta shut up. They trying to I guess they want their own YouTube channel. These fucking anyway. And then who else? Oh, Nas. I'm gonna give a shout out to Nas, because Nas did something that I've never heard, especially an East Coast MC do. He gave shout out to original graph writers on the West Coast. He gave shout out to the original graph writers on the West Coast. He had a song last month that dropped on his album titled Light Years with him and DJ Premier, and he did a joint called Writers. And I said, oh, this is dope. I like it. I mean, he's well, I don't know if he sampled Far Side. Shout out to the Far Side. I don't know if he sampled Far Side, but it's not like somebody else said it. Yes, indeedy, I wrote graffiti. But he sampled Far Side. It's dope as hell. Then he shouted out two writers, West Coast writers, Hex and Chaka. So shout out to Nas for even shining light on the most underrated element of the culture, graffiti writing. You know what I'm saying? For real. So yeah, man. I'm gonna start out by just saying good things, because shout out to everybody that I mentioned, and shout out to you in the chat, you in here. Appreciate you. And you know, what was that, Karen? Okay, hey, what's up, Karen? Alina. Yeah, I'm gonna continue with my walk, but I just wanted y'all to see this, you know, iconic view. And you hear them bells. It's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. Wake up, rise and shine. See them spouts of water? That represents, what does it do? I guess it represents wealth. If you see this, you're gonna be wealthy. That's all I gotta say. Now, check it out. Everybody's been buzzing. Everybody's tripping right now about the Corey Holcomb Anton Daniels interview. For those who don't know who Corey Holcomb is, shout out to Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb, 5150 show. Corey Holcomb's been doing that for a minute. So shout out to him and just staying consistent, because I don't think he's missed a Tuesday since 2010, 2011. I mean, he started out, I think, with Jamie Foxx and him in a conga room and all that or whatever, but then he ended up doing his own thing. And it used to look like it was recorded on a VHS. But, yeah, I think he stepped it up, and it's better. The quality is better. And it's good information. It'd be long, 2-3 hour shows, but it's good information. So if y'all ain't, go check out Corey Holcomb's 5150. He had Anton Daniels on there. On there, and I said, oh man, as soon as I saw, because I didn't believe it at first. I said, nah, not Corey and Anton. I think this is a troll. This is a troll move. But they really sat and had a conversation, and I say, within 5 minutes, it went stupid. It went stupid. And I'm not gonna highlight what happened exactly, because I want y'all to check it out. But just that first 5 minutes, it was about to be Royal Rumble. But in the end, I mean, look, they're actually showing good examples of manhood and conflict resolution. So for those who don't know Anton Daniels, though, he's a bit polarizing. I would say he's more, I think he even admitted he's more on the Republican side. So last time we did something about Anton, Jag was talking about his interview that he had with Brian McKnight, and we were kind of just like low-key just talking about what we were basically just saying, like, okay, he's not, like, dude isn't, I ain't gonna say he's not for us. I'll just say he's a little different. We'll just say that. Him giving Brian McKnight that platform to say what he say, that was to me, that was a bit opportunistic, because it's kind of like he was just using the situation to get himself up. What's up, Empress? And yeah, he was doing what he can just to get the attention. I think that's what it was about. And he claims to have all this money, and he's, it's 60 something degrees. That's the weather right now. It ain't nothing but low 60s, but it's still, but look, it looks good. It's crisp. Sun's out, still warm. So yeah, but back to the subject. The situation with Anton, and just kind of what he's on, what he's about. I'm just going to talk about that real brief, because he talks about him having money. He's about family values. He basically said he's a Republican, and there's nothing wrong with a few of those, ideologies of standing with family and getting your money, not being on BS. And I think he's kind of, when it comes to the black culture, he definitely just, he's on the thing. Well, we're not black, don't call ourselves black. He was saying that on Corey's thing too. Like getting to semantics. It's kind of like, come on, man, just get to the point. With what it is that he was talking about. But he low-key disrespected Corey Holcomb, because he said Corey Holcomb said, Corey Holcomb told him, you kiss the ass of certain people in the establishment, white men. All I see you do is kiss ass. That's what he said. He said, all I see you do is just kiss ass. That's it. And then Anton was like, well, you be sucking the D of black people. And it's like, Corey, shut up. Corey shut up and was like, wait, what? What? Corey didn't say nothing. And Corey was like, you know what? You don't be adding my name or saying I suck D to anything, because that ain't what I do. I'm a man. And Corey's emphasizing manhood, and that's the only thing we got. And because essentially Anton seems like one of these people who are, he's one of these apologists. It's like, yo, everybody's been conquered around the world. He's talking about even us in America, we're conquered. So it's kind of like, hey, you know, what you gonna do type of deal. When it comes to this system, he's one of those types. And then, yeah, he's like, well, yeah, you know, because Corey said, you know, you kiss white people's ass. That's what he said. And he said, no, I go in on white liberal women, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, Corey's like, yo, but you don't say nothing about white men. You're a boss. Corey was checking him. Corey chin checked him. That's what it was. Corey checked him. Corey Holcomb checked him. And like I said, I ain't got a dog in the fight, but when it comes to just analyzing two black men in a system and just seeing how they interacted and how they did what they did, it said, oh, okay. I learned. See, the enemy's gonna pit us against each other. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this situation happened, and look, it got intense. Yeah, the Ducks want to be in. I'm gonna go interview the Ducks when we're done. I'm not gonna be here long. These Ducks, I told you, the Ducks on a YouTube channel. Yeah, so it's just interesting. I'll just say it like that, because this almost, I didn't even say almost fight. Corey checked him, and Anton baited him. That's what happened. Anton baited him, if you ask me. Anton said something that would, you know, like, it's like, you don't, like, there's certain things you ain't gonna say to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things. Yeah, geese. They're geese. I'm sorry. I said ducks. Yeah, Alina, they're geese. You're right. Geese. Yeah, the geese, to say the least. But as a man, if you're gonna stand on anything, you stand on your word. You protect you protect your reputation, all that, right? For him to say, hey, you know, you be out here sucking D, that's a problem. That's a problem, because Corey has a global fan base, and for him to come on his platform and disrespect them like that, nah, that wasn't happening. That wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Corey checked him. Anton did what he did. He did what a troll would do. He baited him, and then yeah, he basically went off. And Corey didn't necessarily take the bait. I ain't gonna say Corey took the bait, but Corey did still, even with that moment, still continue to check him. So in the end, though, like I said, everybody was cool. Like I guess in the end, everything worked out, but it got really intense. If y'all want, go check it out. But it's really just people are talking about it, and they're highlighting the fact that these two black men were about to get it popping on the internet. They like that's what it was. And then yeah, Anton was talking all that, like he about to fight, like we can go out back. It's like Corey, like, no, we gonna go out back anyway in the end, and we gonna see how this go. I've been to that studio. Yeah, you ain't just getting up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know how that really happened at the end. Anton was putting on the show. I already know Anton putting on the show. And Corey got even it ain't even about having people there. I know I heard Craig popped up. Shout out to Craig Facts. He popped up. You know, Corey ain't stupid, and Anton ain't stupid. I think Anton did that to get his little clicks or whatever on the internet or whatever, and then if there was to be some type of physical altercation, the first thing Anton was going to do was go to the lawyers. He was going to take that ass whooping and go to the lawyers and sue. That's what these people do. I told you, that's what the internet is. The internet is like this. It's like, yo, they're going to press 9-1, and then they want you to let you press the other one. That's what the internet is. And just situations that we go through. That's what Dale the Funky Homo Sapien said about situations. People use your emotions against you. You know what I'm saying? That's what people will try to do. He got Corey hot because he low-key was kind of saying, yo, U.S. Thing is what do you? Why would you tell another man like? And Corey had to check him on that too. Like, dude, don't come in here talking about I do this and I do that, and like kind of low key being disrespectful, knowing that that's what he doesn't do. He said the term he said was sucking D to the black community. He could have said it differently. He could have been like, because Corey said you kissing ass, and that's basically what he was trying to say. Like you be kissing ass of the white establishment. You don't say nothing about white men. And he's talking about, oh well, you sucking D to the black community. Yeah, you got to check that immediately. I remember someone said something, tried to say something sideways, and it was behind my back. That's how much the bitch shit it was. It was behind my back. Somebody said something sideways or whatever, and I caught it. I immediately called that mother and said, "Yo, what's up with that? What you talking about?" Same type of outcome. Motherfucker want to get all. Oh, you want to fight? You want beef? Like, nigga, what? You said something. Number one was behind my back. You didn't think I was gonna catch it, and then now you want to get all. You use a hoe. You don't even deserve nothing. Like, people are weird. You cannot let people bait you to that lower self. Now, if the sword got to come out, the sword got to come out. Meaning, if you're going to cuss somebody out, you're going to do what you got to do. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. That's just what it is. But don't let nobody bait you into going into that lower self, or that's all I will say. I'm really not going to get all into the, morality and all. It ain't about that. It's just, don't let nobody, what's up, A-Rig? Don't let nobody bait you into some altercation, some negativity, some bull-ish. Don't let nobody bait you, because that's what people do. The moment you get baited into something, then they're in control. The devil's in control. Then that's when you get lawsuits, and that's when you get police coming in and stuff like that. It ain't even that serious. It really ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the bigger picture. Like I said, it's been a lot of emotional things that done happened, and that's a test. Like, of course, if something's going on like really, really crazy, just like, I don't know, like, I don't want ever be in one of these type of situations, but you can always control your emotions. You can always control your emotions. You can always control your circumference. I mean, especially if you got negative people, or disagreeable people. Let's just say it like that. If you got negativity, disagreeableness around you, if it's affecting your life negatively, just get them away from you. You get away from them. You know what I'm saying? When you got someone like, that was a work situation with Corey and Anton, but Anton was doing what the damn what the enemy, what's up, Akshaya? Yeah, Anton was doing what the, oh yeah, hold on, because I was gonna do this. So yeah, what the enemy wants is for you to just be angry, for you to be in that mode of like, it's almost like this. You ever had like a whole bunch of money, and then, the moment you kind of like start, your money maybe is kind of fleeting a little bit. I'm just talking about like just on some general stuff, and then you get hungry, and then everything is expensive. It's like, what I'm saying? It's a mind thing. I'll just say it like that. It's a mind thing where you're like, damn. You get in a situation where you're like, I haven't had too many situations though where that really took me to the point to where it just got me super upset. That's really what it is. I've had them, but I haven't had them. But you really gotta get a hold of your emotions. You really gotta get a hold of your emotions. One thing I know, I think Oprah said this, and I don't take everything that Oprah say, because I already told y'all, her telling these people about the secret and stuff like that. It's like, I gave y'all that analogy. If you ain't following me, maybe go check out one of the lives where I'm talking about that. But Oprah did say something like, don't let, you have to sit and think for like 5 to 10 seconds, because if something happens, let's just say something happens, somebody's doing something to you, you really should take the time to think, because your reaction could affect you or someone else for the next 20 years, the next 20 days. Like if you're going to do something and it's going to affect you adversely for the next week, the next month, the next year, you really got it. You should really take it into consideration, because you could say something where somebody does something to you, put you in a lawsuit, I don't know, or you could do something where now you got a criminal record, blah blah blah. I'm telling you, it's very important to control your emotions. That's really what I'm on. It's really just important to control your emotions. And Corey did it right. Yeah, just walk away. Corey did the right thing. The situation was intense, but he found a good way to what's the word I'm looking for? Diffuse it. He diffused the situation, because it could have went stupid. Oh boy was very disrespectful. I'll say that. And Corey diffused the situation. He did. And I appreciate everybody in here. I'm not going to be in here too long. I got work to do. I got to get busy. Look, just take that. People can, number one, people can say whatever they want to say about you. And, it's really about how you respond. I'm noticing that online. There's people saying all kind of stuff about other people online, and then they respond. And a lot of times when people respond a certain way, I really peep, because most of the time it's always, if it don't apply, let it fly. But then there's people who will respond, and it's really a deflection. Their response is really a deflection. And that's just what it is. Ooh. Oh, Akshaya, I'm sorry, I'm not even reading. Yeah, this is Echo Park. I'm in Echo Park in LA. You ever come to LA? Echo Park. Maybe I'll do a members only live and show y'all the view. You can see downtown LA. You can see the iconic springs, the water fountains, whatever you call them damn things. Yeah, and I'm walking backwards. I'm gonna stop doing that. I remember there was this couple that used to walk backwards around the park. I believe, was it Centinela Park? It was one of them parks when I was little. And my mom was like, don't ever do that type of ish. And I was like, okay, I get it. But I was like, why? Well, she said, because that's the devil's work or something. She literally said the devil walks, that like they're walking backwards because that's what the devil do. I said, whoa, mom's was on one. But I get it though. See, the thing is to live backwards is you spell live backwards, it's the devil, right? It's devil. A lot of people are operating from a backwards mindset where it's it's from the bottom up. And that's why I was going with the conversation in regards to just hierarchy. I'll say there's a thing, I was talking about just hierarchy in general, about your levels of what you need, like your needs. Like you got to have your basic levels in order for you to feel safe, your food, clothing, and shelter. And then you got to have your people, your family, emotional support, all that good stuff, right? So I say that just to say, someone who's trying to get you to react to something, they're in lack, and they want to bring you down to their level. And that's what, and people hate up. I'll say it like that. If you got haters, it's because they're below you, because the people don't hate that. Like, I will not walk in this park, if I see a homeless person sleeping right here, I will not get in his face and start hating him. You dusty, you this. If anything, I'm trying to help him. Hey, bro, you need a Lunchable or sandwich? I'm not even trying to be funny. A Lunchable, number one, Lunchables are unhealthy as hell, so don't eat them. But, you know, I wouldn't hate on them. I definitely would try to help them. But people hate up. So if you got haters, just know that. That's why I said I need my haters to make me greater, for real. But yeah, I appreciate y'all even being here. I'm not gonna be on here too long, and I'm actually about to shut it down. But y'all check out the interview that Corey Holcomb did with Anton Daniels, and the first 30-something minutes, just masterclass on how not to get baited by a troll. Because Anton, to me right now, is just like he's a real life troll. A lot of these people are exposing themselves. I noticed that there's a lot of people exposing themselves. Big homie CC, he exposed himself this year. And I'm not talking about exposing like, because see, the thing is this, I'm gonna tell y'all something. These people be on the internet and they use this for, you know, and I'm not talking about exposing yourself like that. I'm just saying you're showing everyone, you're showing the general public, you're showing your audience who you are. Everyone should look at Anton Daniels and see who he really is. So even with the big homie CC situation, ain't no defamation or nothing. You've just shown yourself. That's what it is. You've shown yourself. And I said I wasn't going to talk about him anymore because, in all honesty, you know, you got male human beings who do bitch shit. That's just what they do. Male human beings that do bitch shit. That's all I really got to say. Even with situations like that, you just don't let them bait you. You do not don't give a troll what they want. I tried to tell y'all, even when I was talking about Myron Gaines. You look at Myron now. Myron fell off. He ain't got no girlfriend. He ain't got no sponsors. Yeah, he fell off. So yeah, don't let these people bait. Don't let them bait you, for real. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with my walk and enjoying the rest of my damn day. And I'm gonna hydrate and I'm gonna mind my business, for real. What up, LP? Hey, bro, I was in your neck of the woods. If you at the gym later, let me know. Or, you know, we definitely got a link today, because I got some stuff, man. I got some stuff. LP in the building. If y'all don't know, that's the homie LP. Go follow him. And shout out to him. Because I was talking about music. If you listen back, bro, we were talking about music. I wanted to get with you about some music too. So we got some stuff going. Yeah, man. I'll hit you though. I'll be available in a few. You know what it is. And in fact, I gotta get you. Me and you we gotta have a like I said, another conversation. That's it. But anyway, y'all, look. Wolfgang Amadeus, I'm here again. I was reporting the news because I want people to really see what's really going on with that Anton Daniels, Corey Holcomb interview. And all I really got to say is, you know, I'll just say Corey held it down, and I appreciate Corey for showing manhood and showing conflict resolution. Y'all really got to peep that. A lot of people going to be on here talking about, oh, they were fighting. Ooh, that's what they want. Like, oh, y'all niggas is fighting. Ooh, they love it. They sitting back watching popcorn. Yeah, rip his hair out. Like, bitch shit. That's bitch shit. Let me tell y'all something before I go. Personal. I literally, when did this happen? Oh, man, this happened over 10 years ago, where I was coming out of a bar in Hawthorne. And fuck the Hawthorne Police Department. Fuck them. Most police departments are cool. LAPD be cool, man. Hawthorne, y'all some bitches. Y'all, you know, y'all got that sundown town mentality. But I literally was coming out of a bar, and it was about 9-10 dudes right there out the entrance, and there were these two females, and they were about to fight. And I think they were like in the midst. No, they were about to fight. They didn't. It was, but you can tell it was like, oh, I was leaving. And you know, me being who I am, I didn't know no better. I'm like, y'all, man, hey, man, don't be out here letting these sisters fight. Whoop, whoop. All them fools jumped me. All them fools. No, I didn't have nothing but like a scratch at the end. I was like, so y'all some bitches. It was about 10 of them. They couldn't whoop me. They couldn't whoop me. I got to my car because I literally got, I lie to you not, I got jumped. That's like the last fight I really had. Got jumped by like 10 dudes, and they didn't do nothing. Like, if you're gonna jump somebody, I mean, you get them to the point to where they get stomped out. Like, and like I said, in LA, you know, you taking shoes, they stripping you type of deal. That's how they do out here, because it's just people. And I know why people be doing stupid shit like that. But I got to my car, and they lucky. But when I got to my car, that's when they, you know, yeah. And then of course the police didn't do nothing. But yeah, I was just saying, I'm just talking about trying to do the right thing. I was like, man, don't have them sisters out here fighting. I just said that, and they all jumped me. That's what this internet culture is. They want that. They want to highlight us fighting each other. That's why you see the protests and all this and all. Iran protesting, Arab protesting out here in LA. They're like, that ain't what everybody's on. But they want to propagate. They want to propagate that and show that, like, yeah. You know, everybody's fighting. Everybody's doing like because they want you and your spirit to be at war with something, for real. So again, I say take that situation, and I'm not highlighting. No, well, LAPD. I'm not saying LAPD is 100% righteous. I'm just saying, you know, you got a lot more laid back, cool. If I was to get a speeding ticket in LA, the LAPD officer is likely to be like, you know what, don't here, man. So I'm give you off on a warning. It's rare, but that has happened to me in LA. Whereas Hawthorne, oh no, all the time. It's 35 miles an hour. That's the speed limit. You were going 36. I'm writing you a ticket. That's what I'm saying. You know, you know, it is what it is. That's all I'll say. But overall, they want you fighting. Even me with this conversation, talk about the police. I'm not against the police like that per se. I'm against racist police for sure. I can't stand a racist police officer at all. But they ain't nothing but policy enforcers. That's all they are. And you ain't got to fight everybody. You ain't got to fight, and you ain't got to always gravitate to the fight. So everybody's going to gravitate to the fight, because this ain't nothing but, I hear you, Akshaya. Look, you know why I'm saying what I'm saying, though. You know why, because, yeah, ACAB, for real. I mean, I used to produce for, come on. Anyway, this internet stuff ain't nothing but people running to the lunchroom to go watch the fight. That's it. That's all this is. They're running to the cafeteria to go watch the fight. Ooh. And I say, look at it for the good thing, where you had two brothers who were actually about to go to blows, kinda, and they actually show manhood and show conflict resolution. That's what's up. Yeah. He said why? What are you talking about? He said why? Trust me, y'all. Yeah. Okay, y'all talking about something else in the chat. I don't know. I'm lost. I've been just on a tangent with with what I've been trying to relay to you guys. But overall, again, like I said, don't run over there to look for it's about to be a fight. Honestly, I say listen to the dialogue, listen to how someone baited someone, and listen to how that issue was resolved. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The news though, Akshaya, when they highlighted what was going on with the Iranian protest in LA, the main thing they showed was a guy with a U-Haul truck almost running over a bunch of protesters, and that enraged the crowd. You see how the media works though? They're not talking about the issues and what they're really protesting about. It's like, oh yeah, you know, a man almost ran over a bunch of people with a U-Haul truck. And then there's images of people ripping the U-Haul trucks. Like, a lot of times I look at mainstream media and I don't even listen to the sound. I look. Because that, like, the visuals will really tell you the story. The visual along with what they're saying is a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody could, somebody could cuss you out and be like, man, f you, right? Or somebody could, cuss you out, man, hey, f you. Like, there's a difference. They said the same thing, but there's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? Now, and that's the media. They like turn the sound off and just look. And then when you hear, you'll understand what I'm saying. Y'all in here going in. But I'm about to go. I was supposed to have been off this thing 5 minutes ago. I got work to do. The symbolism behind the Utah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Because protesting, to me, protesting ain't really going. Well, it will work in certain aspects, but we got to start. It's about policy. It's really about policy. Whatever you're trying to get done, it's about policy. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, bro. I'll hit you later. Whatever you're trying to get done, it's about policy. Policy is the key. So again, shout out to everybody out there really trying to do things and in that realm, policy. All right, y'all. We out.